Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got a really interesting video today. Some will be interested by it just from a kind of like, oh, okay, just interested what's going on. Other people will probably be like, riot, because it feels really, really harsh. So I was contacted yesterday as a guy called Salva Mad, who plays the game actively, who was hard pushing for this fragment event. Yeah, so we're in the fragment event. We're in the kind of final throes of it all. See, I'm not logged in yet today. Yeah, so we'll be in that sort of spell of how many have you got? Are you kind of closing in on the 100? And Salva Mad was kind of like pinpoint, like pushing the different fragments that he wanted to get. And there was an event yesterday for Ice Golem where he needed to pick up the extra 5, yeah, for coming second place. I'm just going to read through. In fact, I'm going to show you a Reddit post here that he's written and kind of talk you through his story, because it is very harsh. And I can understand that Raid have kind of got a precedent here, but this one feels like it's particularly harsh. So he's saying here, during the final stretch of Ice Golem fragment chase yesterday, I suddenly received a warning mid-fight about maintenance. Yes, a server maintenance coming in whilst you're at the kind of final stages of fragment events can be hugely irritating. In fact, a lot of people towards the end of a fragment where you've burnt your gems, you've burnt your resources, you're literally running day to day to get the final fragments done. I was in exactly that place when I got the rabbit on my free-to-play. Every single day mattered. Every ounce of energy, every single gem mattered. And if I didn't use them all, I never would have got that fusion. So that's kind of like, on my free-to-play, I get it. Okay, and it's saying here, so I just spent the best part of the day chasing the second spot and was about to get there. The game did not record my last points. Had a 100% win rate in Ice Golem 20. Posted an error about the run in the next login an hour later. Yeah, so basically what happened was he was coming towards the end of a run and the server maintenance kicked in. It just pops up and says, retry in a minute kind of thing. I had a good time to do more runs. I should be able to trust that if there's 15 minutes left on the clock, often there's crucial. It's very crucial due to timing that I get to play them fair. I think it's a fair point. If you're looking to snipe someone in a tournament, they've stopped gaining points. You know that you're still gaining points. The other thing is here, the kind of like devil's advocate, there's no guarantee he would have got that second spot because the other person might have just woken up and gone for more points. That's possible. But I do get this because often you snipe late because people have stopped putting points onto their score. And actually, it's a very, if you look at some of these, can we still see? Look at some of these events. Let's say I was trying to snipe Spider. You kind of get to this place and it's like, right, well, or maybe this is a good example here. David Villa got to his 1807. So he clearly just wanted the 5-star chicken. He's not really interested in these rewards. So if you're sitting here in 4th and you want to sneak 3rd, all you need to do is actually get over the 1807. David's moved on. David's doing something else. Yeah, so and I actually think it's a pretty fair, valid point. So he's saying he had 15 minutes left on the clock, could have got over the line. And he's saying he feels really bad because actually he's now lost the opportunity to get this fragment. He needed those fragments. The energy loss between the last fragment and tournament position is important. Possibility for Ice Golem frags is lost now too. Now, this is what I'm not sure about what he means. Does he mean he hadn't even got to the fragment number? So did he need the fragments and he needed second place? Is he doing that in 15 minutes? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But he obviously believes that he would have got 10 fragments from Ice Golem. But his point here is more valid, I think. So nobody would maintain a sports arena while a game is on. Yeah, you're not going to be like, oh, we're just going to returf the pitch. Sorry, fellas, don't come out for the second half. Yeah, it's a fair point. Server update wrecked my fragment chase. I might have won second position if the points have been counted. Now it's declared 3rd. It's not right. Opened a support ticket to see how Plarium handles it. And then at that point, he's DM'd me. So he's contacted Plarium. Plarium basically come back to him and said, it's your fault. It's your fault. Basically, you need to be maintaining your account properly, blah, blah, blah. So they've kind of basically come back and thrown it back on him, Salvamad here, to say, you you need to expect there could be a maintenance popping up and plan your time more effectively. Now, I know they probably get loads of DMs and loads of messages which are not valid, honestly. They probably do. And in fairness, I'm not even sure if this one is valid, right? I'll be honest. I don't know this guy from Adam. And I just thought, though, it was an interesting one to bring up because he's right in a sense here. They should not be scheduling maintenance during the last kind of like throes of tournaments, which are very important to people. And instead of come out that, at the end of this, what generally happens if you don't collect a fragment champion, like I'm not even going for this one, but I've picked up 40 fragments along the way. If I got to like 50 or 60, 100% they would try and sell me the remaining fragments. And I'd imagine Salvamad here will be tried to be sold the remaining fragments. And he goes on to say in another kind of message to me, I don't wish to buy wins. I want to play this game. Like he's here to play the game. I don't mind spending some money on the game if it makes me feel good. It's my hobby, but I don't want to buy a win. And I kind of get the sentiment of it, honestly. Certainly, like the way Lady H plays this game, these tournaments and stuff, she plays them as if each individual tournament is a competition that she wants to win. That's where she gets enjoyment out of the game. Whereas someone like me, more experienced or perhaps just a different thinker, I am looking at a bigger picture of what do I need to do to achieve the overall task. She's much more in the mindset of what do I need to do to win this tournament. And it would be frustrating if you've got a plan that you're trying to execute and in the last couple of minutes it get kind of rug pulled from you. So I don't know, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts down below. In this type of instance, should Plarium have compensated him? Yeah, should he be compensated either with, should they be looking at his case and saying, this was your run rate of points, this was the opponent's run rate of points, and therefore would you have beaten him if you kept that going, if both parties kept it going? And if you would, should we compensate you with 5 fragments? It's not that hard to do, but it's setting a precedent for them giving out fragments, and obviously they don't want to do that. So should they do it that way? Should just in this case, because it's their fault, they should have just given fragments anyway for people that put a ticket in? Or do you think, no, it's Salvamad's fault? He should have been more prepared. He should have already been over the line, etc., etc. So I would love to know your thoughts on this one. It is a weird case. We do get a bunch of stuff like this going on in the game where people miss out by kind of fine margins. It does feel like this one's a bit like it's on Plarium. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.